I can't help but absolutely giggle this whole ride back. It's just such a flex to drive. The Volkswagen Golf GTI has been an icon for compact sports cars with over 2.5 million units sold. Today we're going to be checking out some oldies but goodies, starting with this first-gen GTI. The Mark I Golf was the successor to the Beetle, but this beauty here is the GTI. Other than the obvious badge itself, it is also sporting the classic red stripe around the grille. Their body style was clean, angular, and practical. One way you can tell this is the preface version is with this bumper, which was later revised to actually wrap around the sides. One of my favorite things to see are the wheel and tire size. Look at this. It has 13-inch wheels with a 175/70 series tire, so it's definitely got some serious sidewall. The interior boasts the plaid tartan seats, another trend that has stuck with the GTIs, but as you can see, it is very simplistic in here. It has a simple 3-spoke steering wheel, golf ball-shaped shift knob for the 4-speed transmission, has a radio and basic temper controls, but everything is just very easy to use. The back seat was not necessarily known for space, but that cool plaid design still continues to the back. Ooh, that's a good click. Oh, that just, it sounds so firm. You don't hear doors like that anymore, or feel the click of that solid click of the door handle anymore. But now it's time to drive this 1978 first gen Golf GTI. Let's start her up. Oh, she purrs. The GTIs were known for performance, which featured a 1.6-liter engine, later a 1.8-liter engine, with up to 112 horsepower, but they revolutionized the compact car. They were often imitated, but never replicated. Oh man, this thing is such a dream to be able to drive. Coming out of the Nürburgring in Germany. The first gen Golf GTI, which we never got blessed with in the States. It seems like we never get to have the good stuff in the States, but not today. Today, at least I get to enjoy this first gen GTI in Germany. This actually has pretty good handling for this little guy. I mean, and no wonder this was such a popular car when this came out, and no wonder everyone wanted to try to replicate it. Still has great brakes. I feel super connected driving around all these turns. I mean, it certainly doesn't feel like a first gen GTI. Well, it does, in the sense that it definitely is a first gen GTI, but God, it just, she's driving beautifully. Woo! You know, for up to 112 horsepower, this car feels so much fun because it's little and you're just flying down the road, and it doesn't have to be going 100 miles an hour or 100 kilometers. It's just, it fills your heart. It feels so much fun. No wonder these just absolutely took off. Originally, they were only going to make a limited run of this GTI, only about 5,000 units, but they ended up making over 460,000 before they were all said with this generation. It feels pretty responsive. I mean, for a little guy, it turns, it moves. I mean, she's just Cruising. All right, let's see what else we got. Jumping to the Mark III, this was the anniversary model for the 20th GTI birthday, which only had a very limited run of 1,000 special edition models.
This generation had significant design changes. It was more round and aerodynamic compared to the Mark I and Mark II.
It also had color matched bumpers, as well as that GTI badge on the grille and back here on the hatch. Plus, it now has BBS wheels, which are starting to get bigger with a thinner tire size of just 215/40 R16. Checking out the interior, it has GTI checkered Recaro front sport seats and matching rear seats, which started to have a little more space. The dash is now more curved and finished off, and the steering wheel has a more substantial feel to it with a 4-spoke design. As part of the 20th special edition, it also has that same golf ball shift knob as a throwback to the Mark I GTI.
And now to take her for a spin. Oh, I love these red seat belts that you get. Let's turn her on. Oh, delightful. And another manual. Sadly, these are going away in general, but also in the GTI. They're not offering the manual in the GTI anymore, which breaks my heart, you know, but I get it. Unfortunately, manuals are just kind of dying these days. Save the manuals. Teach your people how to drive them. I mean, I taught Mary, and she didn't have any tears, so that's got to be something, right? Woo! Wow, that is a significant change from the first gen, especially considering it's up to 148 horsepower. And aside from looking very different compared to the first and second gen, this was the first in its kind as far as safety measures. You know, this is the first time they started having airbags, and now we have power steering, or at least assisted steering. But this feels even more nimble, but it's got power. Oh my Lord! Started having even more output options as well. You know, they had a 1.4 liter, a 1.6, a 1.8, even a 2 liter gas option. And then they also had a 1.9 liter diesel option. But this thing is just, you feel so connected to the road. It's more refined. The first time it's really becoming way more refined, especially compared to this first and second generation. But you just feel so connected to the road and planted. Woo! I can't help but feel so happy driving these. I get it. I get why they were so dang popular. Man, is it still fun as all get out. No different than the first gen. These seats are so comfortable too. Obviously, they're awesome looking, you know, as a throwback to the first gen with those checkered designs, but they're actually pretty comfortable. God, that just turns and upward. It just performs so well.
Now, when it came to the Mark V, it really started to become more aerodynamic with its very curvy design. But this is a very special Pirelli edition with a limited run of only 222 units for the UK. This Pirelli edition is in sunflower yellow, has the classic red line in the grille, as you can see here, and the Pirelli edition badge, which is going to be on the back. As you expect with the name, it's got Pirelli P0s in 225/40 R18 wrapped over titanium colored alloy wheels. It pretty much just looks like a very fast jelly bean. The first thing I notice are these leather sports seats and San Remo microfiber with Pirelli tire tread pattern down the center here and yellow stitching on the seats. It also has yellow stitching on the 3-spoke steering wheel and the gear shift here. The dash gets more refined, which is what you would expect, with more options like dual zone climate control, heated seats, nav, and phone connectivity. The rear seats have the same tire tread design with the leather and microfiber and are also heavily bolstered, but most importantly, way more space back here than any previous generation. On the road in the 5th gen Pirelli edition, and the first thing to mention, no manual in this one. It did have a 6-speed manual option. However, this is the 6-speed ESG transmission, made it up to a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder Edition 30 engine with up to 227 horsepower and upgraded suspension. Ooh, she's got that boost. This is certainly a very quick little guy. Oh my God, wow. The only thing that would have made this better is a manual transmission, but beggars can't be choosers, and I'm choosing to enjoy this as much as I can. Wow, it just grips the road. It's got plenty of juice because this thing is tiny. God, I can't believe how responsive the accelerator is. Oh my Lord. Wow, that is impressive. This really had a perfect blend of acceleration, handling, and comfort. This still definitely makes me feel very connected to the road, but it's still a more refined experience from the 1st gen. But what is the same across the board is the experience and how much fun it is to drive these things. I mean, just blown away. I'm curious what generation you guys liked the most. Let me know in the comments below. Check out all TFL for even more content. This is Jen in Germany. We'll see you next time. Woo! Woo! Ooh, she's got that boost.